keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup, and it'll make it a second down. Time to roll through the starters defensively for Cincinnati. And right now in the National Football League, they're ranked number 18 against the pass.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
All right, here we go. Boom, line it.
Connor. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. Geno Atkins, the Pro Bowler, in there on the stop.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. From the gun on 3rd down, it's Rudolph. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he's got the 1st down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
So 2 first downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, 1st and 10.
No, check, Patriot!
They run with Connor. And very little daylight there. They'll get a couple up to the 44.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
So 1 quarter in the books on a cold December afternoon. Can't wait to see what the 2nd quarter has in store. EA Sports NFL Sunday returns following this.
The NFL on EA Sports is presented by Snickers. You're not you when you're hungry. Snickers satisfies.
Back with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's Steeler football to begin quarter number 2. They've got a 2nd down and 8 to start things out. From the gun, here's Rudolph. Over the middle here to Brown. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Out of the gun, Rudolph. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll be 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high-percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the 1st down. In this case, it didn't happen.
They're going to run. Here's Connor. And this will depend on the mark. I'm not sure he pushed the line forward. And indeed, he did not. They stop him. The Bengal offense on their way out as we look at the playoff race in the AFC. Well, it was too far for a field goal try. You don't really gain a whole lot out of a punt, so I don't think you have much of a problem with that, do you?
No, not at all. I think it's the right play, the exact right play, because Even if you want to play defense and pin them deep, you know how hard it is for a punter to knock one dead inside the 10-yard line. That's not necessarily easily done. So I think going for it there is the right call.
Now a play fake here on first down. Going for the deep ball. Looking for Green, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the former first-rounder Artie Burns. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
Well, if you go by the numbers, you'll find as the temperature goes down, so does the passing efficiency. And now that we're in December, even the routine throws are going to be harder for the quarterbacks. And this one, it winds up getting picked off.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. As the season winds down and you look at them in totality, you know, the offense has struggled. The defense has been pretty good, so I would imagine the changes this offseason may be more on the offensive side of the ball.
And this is where we always hear the term complementary football, because as you noted, the defense has played well enough for them to win games, and the offense has held them back. So they've got to reward that defense by improving on offense. I don't know if you make a change at quarterback, running back, tight end. It doesn't matter. Get better players, better system, so they can play to the standards of the defense, and the win column will result.
Here we go.
Now a play fake, and it's Rudolph. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. The Alabama man, Dre Kirkpatrick, there on the coverage.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Shotgun snap for Rudolph. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. It's a gain of 7, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Again from the 20 after the incompletion. Here's 2nd and 10. Fakes the give to Bernard. Dalton. Brought in here by Tyler Eifert. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Nice completion there for Andy Dalton. Charles, you worked some of his games when he was at TCU. Now you've worked his games in the NFL. What progression have you seen?
I've seen a guy who took over as a freshman in college and got better and better each year. Always added a little bit more to his game, got stronger. But the best part about him is he's always been accurate.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Oh, now he bowls him over. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. There to stop him, Terrell Edmonds. Well, that was better than the first go-around when he lost yardage, but still nothing there, and that sets up a 3rd and long. Tough spot here.
Put it mildly. Sometimes I wonder if some of that old-school football should come back into play. You know what I would think here? Quick kick. Try and change field position, help out your team.
Play action now. Dalton. And able to find Green. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Holding offense.
That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
And this 3rd down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long. Dalton sets up play action. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A big gain of 31 on 3rd down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. A minute 59 to go in the first half. Back to Heinz Field after this. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
That's complete to John Ross. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. It's 2nd down, Dalton looking, and his throw's going to be incomplete. Jordan Matthews, the one he was looking for, and it's 3rd and short. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. This will be Dalton again. And incomplete here on 3rd down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
On is Josh Lambo for the field goal try. From the right hash and call it an even 50 yards. This has the carry. It does not. It's no good, and this will remain a scoreless game. And that's the risk of the long field goal miss here at this stage of the 2nd quarter. You give up great field position.
And that gives them one more opportunity to make something happen and something big. And we've seen crazy stuff happen at the end of halves.
On 1st down, Rudolph. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 16 yards right off the bat with a 1st down. Now Rudolph on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. There he goes inside the 30. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down.
On that play, as you saw the route start to develop downfield, I got the sense that maybe the run would set up for him, and he took full advantage of it and got a big gain on a busted play.
A first opportunity for the Steelers in the red zone. They've got a 1st and goal to go at the 7.
Detroit! Detroit!
Now it's Conner. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Steelers are able to strike for 6.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. No, he missed the PAT. No good on the extra point, so a letdown there. And this will stay a 6-point ball game. Boswell on now to kick this one away.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And not much room to operate as they'll get this up only to about the 41. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Second down, Dalton. Underneath, this is Bernard. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. And a stoppage here, a timeout before this third down play takes place. As they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Third down from the gun, Dalton. And Eifert has it. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big third down conversion with a gain of 28. Well, it's one thing to complete that pass on a nice sunny 70-degree day, but in these elements, that's a tough thing to do.
It is, and let's just put the whole thing together, not just throwing the ball. Trying to protect the quarterback now when you got the pass rushers coming at you, and maybe things are a little slippery on the field. The guys trying to cover downfield, wanting to make sure they keep their footing as the guys make their cuts. Looking back and locating the ball, you name it, it's difficult all the way around. But the guy throwing it, he may have the toughest task.
So 2nd and inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. And again, Andy Dalton to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on third down. They look to throw on third with Dalton. He drops it off for Bernard. Now a signal and a timeout call, as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. 1st and 10 for Dalton. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. And Lambeau will put this one through. So we've come upon halftime here in week. We now proceed to the start of the second half. Boswell on now to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bengal offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now Dalton with a 1st and 10. To the left side here for Eifert. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice game right there on 1st down for them. Brings up a nice 2nd down for them.
First target, first catch, and a 1st down. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They looked like a different team here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
Now a carry for Bernard. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well.
They're making it look easy out there. Another 1st down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 1st downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Right back to him on 1st down. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Only a yard on the pickup there, so it leaves them needing a conversion here on 3rd and a tough 9.
Over here.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
And Lambeau will put this one through, and that will tie things up at 6-6. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
Time for the Steelers offense now to get set for their first possession of half number 2. Rudolph going to lead the Steelers up now 1st and 10. It's Connor as they stay on the ground. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
All right, here we go.
On 2nd down, here's Rudolph. And McDonald here over the middle. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. And the Steelers on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 7. Rudolph looking to throw. Steps away to his left. Hard throw, incomplete.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. They'll begin here with Bernard. And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Again, here's Bernard. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. 3rd and long. What will Dalton dial out? And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
But that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
A good return there, call it 13 yards. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50, 1st and 10. Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field.
They were forced to punt last time. Now, I doubt sincerely that they'll have to punt here because they're gifted with terrific field position.
I don't even want to think about the idea that they would end up punting starting with this type of field position. Neither do they. Great starting spot, great opportunity to run your full playbook. They want to take a shot here, they can go ahead and do it.
And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Hurry up, here we go.
They stay on the ground. Here's Connor again. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. Jesse Bates made the tackle from his safety spot. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. Here's Connor. And he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch.
Here we go.
On 1st and 10, Rudolph. Open man right side of Smith-Schuster, complete. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the 1st down completion.
Didn't they tell us in our meetings that they needed to account for him on each and every play?
You think? A guy of his caliber? So how does a guy like him get that wide open?
That usually means there's a entire breakdown on what the coverage was. That everyone thought they were doing something, and they were supposed to be doing something else. But bottom line is, no matter what, you have to know where he is and cover him on every play.
Now a handoff looking right. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down. And the Steelers on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Out of the gun, Rudolph. He may try and run for this. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, gets him 9 yards and a first.
When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, he's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks up a first down. But what else does he do? Protects himself by sliding and avoiding the big hit. Double plus, big-time play.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Early down stuff's to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
All right, here we go. 3-19! 3-19!
They'll try the air now. Here's Rudolph. James has got it. Complete. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
And the Steelers on third down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be 3rd and 5.
Here we go now. 3-19! 3-19!
From the gun, here's Rudolph. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. And it bangs off the right upright, no good. And a costly one there as this game remains tied here in the 4th. That close to taking a 4th quarter lead, but the goalposts, they had other plans.
I thought it was on target. It looked good off his foot, but then doink, off the metal and out. And those are the kind of breaks that can definitely swing a ball game.
So here's Dalton and the Bengals now, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Dalton. This one grabbed by A.J. Green. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards on the play. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Dalton, 1st and 10. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Mike Hilton. He was looking for Matthews that time. So how about that for a momentum switch?
We're in the 4th quarter, and it's a tie game. You've got to take care of the football here. Now their opportunity to take the lead right out the window, and everything has flipped in the other direction.
Hurry up, here we go.
The drive will start with Connor. And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Gone, gone! Gone, gone! Now let's go! Green, 39!
Rudolph throwing on 2nd down. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A Steeler 1st down on the pickup of 11 yards.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Hurry up, here we go! 3-19!
And they'll go on the ground. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35. Time for a break. We'll come back and see how it all shakes out after this. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Here we go now.
Here's Rudolph now on second down. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. Third and long coming up. Defensively, you pressure the quarterback or drape all over the passing lane?
Yes, that's exactly what you do. It's both because they're not mutually exclusive. They may have been at one time in football, but not anymore. You want to have that pressure. If you have a big-time pass rusher, send them after the quarterback, and then make sure you blanket the field.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Barry on to punt as he gets this one away. And he'll get credit for putting him inside the 20 as the fair catch is made right at about the 19-yard line. The Bengals offense now, they head back onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Dalton wants to throw. And Green with a catch left side. 23 yards on the play.
There's nothing like getting out of the gate and finding your favorite target. Andy Dalton just did that with A.J. Green.
And some people call that a nice fantasy football connection as well.
Yeah, they're piling up the points that way, and they want to see that continue.
Andy Dalton now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. To throw here, Dalton. Wide open receiver complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. And 2 big plays, one after the other. Now all of a sudden, they're on the march.
Got to feel good about what they've just gotten done, and now feel really good about what's in front of them.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. The first carry for the second-year man, Joe Mixon. And he'll take it down to the 30-yard line. The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Here's Bernard. And he'll go down at the 28. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he'll be taken down just shy of the red zone at the 21. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
They'll run it here with Rowe. And he'll at least get him inside the red zone here, down to about the 19. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
All right, my man, this is now where it's risk-reward. Because on defense, you've got to crowd the line of scrimmage. You've got to get in all the gaps, get up tight on everyone, and try and force the field goal attempt here. You can't let them break one big, but you know something, when you crowd the line of scrimmage, if they do pop one, it's going to go.
Yeah, as I said, could take it to the house, but the magnitude of this possible upcoming field goal, every yard counts. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Mixon with a first down carry. And that's a touchdown as they've broken our tie here in the final minute of the 4th.
Well, any thoughts about overtime have ended at this juncture? That touchdown puts them up 6. I would imagine they'll kick the extra point now and rely on their defense.
Yeah, rely on their defense. So a little bit of time left on the clock here in the 4th, but they got to feel good now. Josh Lambo now for the point after. Extra point through the snowflakes, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So that drive, 80 yards, 9 plays. And it all culminated in the touchdown run coming from Joe Mixon. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. One possession game, time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want. So it is a cat and mouse deal here.
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down the score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
They will take the knee here, and they will finish this regular season with a victory. Partner, there's something special about a game in the snow. Just always fun in these elements, although a little chillier up here in the open-air booth. The only thing that's not fun is that we got the mid-game notification that our flight was canceled tonight, but we'll deal with that.
Played in the snow because the element of surprise really kicks in. You don't know how they're going to handle the ball, if someone's going to make a dramatic play just out of nowhere, and all of a sudden it just changes the course of things. But a big shout out to our crew.
introduction really necessary. Get the message like a secretary. Boy, I'm legendary. When I'm dead and buried, still be kicking flavor in the cemetery. Trap music originator. Fresh off of my hiatus. Yelling you to all my haters. They skywalk, I'm Darth Vader. Promise I don't give a about them. Let them out to anywhere. Tell them you don't need nothing. Yup, like and the can't go enter. New Cadillac with an all-go hammer. Long as I remember how to Atlanta. I can give a about a dog. Used to getting things from a text. So I count setting numbers in the hood. Do what I say do. Tell break bread, a fake dead, a bit to hate that. 50 million, you die to make that middle. You vote for Trump, you see me outside, well, you know what's up. I ain't hearing no peace talk, ain't funny, no heat haul. Like a Black Panther weak to the teeth, try to weak. Swear to God, I could have been Freddie Gray. Or Mike Brown getting down with a on me and a half a. Let me buy Sandra Bland. Listen, boy, you're challenging with the running man. I was challenging with a hand. What you see before you, what they told you from nothing, man. Grand hustle over everything. And hit the king like an 18-wheeler in and out of air lane. Never been a part of the in crowd. Got a problem with me, I said, y'all got the same friend that I came in with, ducking all that lane. Hey, everyone knows on go. I rolled in the 4x4. Believe if I kept gon' go, see me with ain't gon' see them no more. They love when I talk, they roll by the car lot, went bought it. Caught case at the case and a phone. They will watch you give a yeah. I live that they rapping back, catching them back what they capping back. Bankroll mama, we know it did. We cashing out, we bagging that. Stacking up, there's zero. Certified neighborhood hero. You can try one of them, better not try with me though. Hey.
Bring it in. Roll it down by 2. We're gonna go out here, run this play for the win. Let's go get it. I formation, 28 sweeps, blue 14. Watch left. Hup.
We to the man, Atlanta hat cop to the left, turn to the back. Try to see we weren't having that. Sit with your ad, drop it out with Alabama ad. That would get for trying to battle rap. Head be one and done. No drive, but we running. Walk up to you while you showing us stun till you up that jury and money. Playing game, thinking showing up funny till my young win for me. Yeah. For the love of the bankroll, keep it been to you. Don't nobody care about it. Don't nobody wanna hear about it. You got problem, huh? Well, it's the same thing for everybody. I ain't gon' lie. I promise that a day go by. I ain't on the grind if I ain't on fire. If it one thing I want, then it can't go by. Tryna put 6 wheels on the railroad. I ain't finna play no game, that what you know. So if you think at the top, tell them move over. Modern day Tupac in a new Hova. Know that now come with us and down. We dodge it, steady ducking clown. We chasing meals so we can butt that down. Top, but we run the town. But with millions in with no cap and gown. We're all in what happened now. Metal throne, concrete crown. Call that line, you getting beat. Real, what veteran. What academy. Still remember me when they were sick and needed their medicine. Better watch it, partner, you from around here thinking sweet, you got the wrong idea. Get left out there, tell them so what? I kept trap music all black. Still, I'm that stupid. Still down to do it if you ask stupid. Get locked up and get back to it, yeah. Trap music all black. Get locked up and get back to it, yeah.
Paraclete. It's on earth, but it's where I be. Money over on my headstone. Here lies young, getting paid, but never take a loss on my headstone. Only take a when I'm dead. I be gang 3 times on my headstone. Been from the cradle to the grave. Now your favorite rapper name on a headstone. Too late, you already there. Imagine when you're 30,000 feet up, what you think of? Oh, I hated knowing that my thoughts to turn to dream. Cause I never knew I'd get my chance to link up. Oh, I tell you all of this unusual to me. Swear I came from the bottom, flappers living, walking dead on. Put your favorite rapper's name up on the headstone. Big for the cheese and you're dead wrong. Propaganda set the standards in the tear down. Throw it back, yeah, I'm born to. It's talking, it's hustling me where I'm at. I'm living how I want now. No reason to look out, it's clear to see. All eyes on me for 100 degrees. Who am I? Ruthless, easy does it. In public, hated or love it. The underdogs with liquor swabs. It was written in my diary to start a war. I'm feeling infamous, immortal with my technique. A revolutionary shining with diamond teeth. Young Don Cartagena, excuse my demeanor. This the glamour life, you still not a player. You ain't half as nice. I'm born again, life after death. I made the sacrifice, I'm super duper fly.
juice to keep them hypnotized. I said my name is Juice, America's most. Ain't no half stepping, see you at the crossroads.
Money over on my headstone. Here lies young, getting paid, but never take a loss.